Hi everybody, thanks very much for joining me. Moira MacDonald here with a wee journal flip through. This one is Scottish in nature. It came mostly from a kit I bought from Ivy Shutters, which was sort of a tribute to the TV show Outlander. So you may well recognise a fair wee bit of it as a result of that. I'll give you a wee quick measurement here. It is roughly 4 3/4 there by about 6 inches in size. In terms of, sorry, I don't want to bring it out of view. In terms of the ephemera that's been used, the majority of it is either things I've picked up from Pinterest, some of the kit itself, and 1 or 2 photographs of places in Scotland that I took myself. The cover itself is, well, the actual journal, hold on, you can't get anything in this house without tons of wee bits of paper all over it. The journal itself is it's an old cereal box, and I covered it with some tartan material. Used one of the images from the kit for the front cover. The guy in Outlander came from Clan Fraser, and it's got his logo here, Je suis pressed, which is French, and it means I am ready. I had to look that up, I didn't know. But I thought I'd better check in case it said something rude, because you can never be too sure of these things. I have used some of these metallic corners on the front as well. Wee bit of tartan here again that's the same as the one that's used on the book. Couple of bits of lace. This is kind of crocheted lace. This is more polyester, I should imagine, lace. Got a wee bit of corrugated card here and a wee button that I cut the shank off of and glued on, and we've got a wee string of pearls across here and a wee purple ribbon as well. Right, so we'll get going and you can let me know what you think. The inside cover, again, I've used one of the images from the kit. I got another wee Ex Libris stamp to use with a wee owl in it. I haven't stuck it on because I wasn't sure if, well, I didn't really want to spoil the picture of the thistles, but I can add it if need be. This is some of the paper from the kit, and I've just cut it with my decal edged scissors and went round it with some vintage photo. Bonnie Scotland stamped on the bottom there. Now the papers that I've used, you know, the normal papers, I don't think you're getting the benefit here, bear with me a second. Right, the papers that I've used, I used tea staining in these ones, and it was actual tea this time as opposed to coffee. I don't know if you're getting the benefit of it, but I also added some mica powder that came from, well, you can see it down the bottom there at the Bonnie Scotland bit. It came from, what they're called, Creative Expressions, as opposed to the normal ones that everybody uses, the Perfect Pearls. Same idea, same sort of mix, and it gives you exactly the same effect, so you get a kind of metallic sheen from your paper. This is the first page from the kit. I haven't actually done them in order, but this is the first one that actually was printed out, and I've added some of the crocheted lace down the side again. I double-sided that, by the way, just because it looks so much more impressive, I think, than just shoving in a printed sheet with a bit of plain paper on the other side. There's a Scottish book that I used for this one, and if you play your cards right, you can read the first chapter by dotting about through the book, because they're obviously not all in order. This is called Thistledown, and it's actually this particular. The book's called Thistledown. This particular chapter is called The Scottish Tongue, Its Graphic Force and Powers of Pathos and Humour. I started reading it, and it's really quite interesting and quite funny, but it shows you just the difference in parts of Scotland, how different people speak, and the different classes within Scotland and the part it plays in their language. I don't know when the book was written. I would suspect maybe the 50s or the 60s. Now this particular paper, you can certainly see the metallic sheen here, I would think. You can certainly see staining. It's pink kind of parchment paper I used, and just thought it would make an interesting change. And I used the blue incidentally because of the saltire of Scotland, which is the Scottish flag, which is blue with a white cross. In here I have, now who was it that I saw doing this? I think it was either the lassie that does the notebook things, the Traveller's Notebooks. I keep wanting to say Tiffy Butter, but I don't think it was Tiffy Butter, it's the other lassie that does them. Amity Bloom, that's it. Amity Bloom. So it's sewn on bit of tartan, and you can obviously put a picture or do some writing below that. In here we've got our first tuck spot, which is a book page I folded down and added another wee bit of tartan here and a wee bit of the crocheted lace and a paper flower that I cut and just coloured with some vintage photo. A wee bit of washi tape at the bottom. One of the wee pieces of ephemera I got from Pinterest, which is the Line Rampant. And here is a photograph I took myself of Inverary Castle in Inverary. It's the ancestral home of the Duke of Argyll. Sorry, I can't think of Duke of Argyll without thinking about piles for some reason, or hemorrhoids, should we say. In Scotland, if anyone has piles, they're generally referred to as having the Duke of Argyll's. We do tend to be fairly course, I'm afraid. You're seeing the posh Moira, not the real Moira. Anyway, back to the book. Wee doily, printed page, and some lace again down the side. Here's the first signature. There's 4 signatures in this book, incidentally. And lace on that side. Wee saltire there, that's the Scottish flag. The other side of the doily. Did a wee bit of stamping here of a thistle, which is the emblem of Scotland. Just another wee bit of the paper I cut out. Another one of the book pages. You can see the stamping through this page. Scotland, with the saltire in the middle. So on to the second signature, and I've done the thistle at the side here. Maybe jotter page, square doily, and it's straight. Yahoo! Getting better, eh? Another printed page from the Ivy Shutters kit. Different lace this time. Book page again. And a wee tag I made with decoupage napkin and ran round the edges with some what was it called? It's one of the Tim Holtz inks. Snowborn lipstick. Spun sugar, that's it. Spun sugar. And a wee pink ribbon in the top. Right, you're seeing that as well as you should because of the lighting in here. And it is actually a sunny day, but thankfully the sun's not shining in here too much. Right, centre of the second signature, and I've got a tuck spot here. And in terms of ephemera, I've got a wee thistle I got from the Graphics Fairy, that one came from. Just cut round it and inked it with vintage photo. Just some black card, and I had sprayed this with the Perfect Pearl, or not Perfect Pearls, the mica spray and tea staining, and then I ran over it with an embossing folder of thistles. And another wee tag I've made here. Now I think Jibid Neary did something very similar to this, at least that's where I got the idea from. It's got a wee bit of washi at the bottom and 3 of the wee dots that came with the ring enforcers. You know how when you pull the ring off it always leaves a wee dot on your page, so I just used them as a wee bit of decoration down the bottom. I got some dried flowers and I stuck them down, covered it with vellum and sewed round it. Don't know if you're seeing it as well as you should. Judith Neary did something very similar, but I'm not entirely sure if it was dried flowers she used or if it was just a stamped image or something, but that's where I got the idea, so thanks very much for that one. And we continue. Here's Scotland, a stamp of Scotland. I think you'll have seen this in one of my books before. And here on this page, the end of the second signature, we've got the saltire again stamp. Another wee tuck spot here made from book page, quite similar to the ones Crafty Irina had done. It's slightly different in shape, but only because the book's not really the biggest of books. Another wee bit of tartan here, and a couple of different laces, and a wee paper flower. Another thistle for the graphics fairy, and this is a picture I took again myself. This is the side of Stirling Castle, and I had changed the image to sepia. Stirling Castle is another really nice place to visit if you manage to get to Scotland. Wee bit of ephemera here. The problem with when you do the smaller journals is sometimes it's very difficult to get small ephemera, and I don't like making things too small, but the problem is now they're so big I've nowhere to tuck them in the book, so they just lie in pages, but they're just a things is there. Tam's song, Come Under My Plaidy. There you go. Or I think technically he's trying to get her under his kilt with lots of things. Oh, the dirty dog. Right, and we're back to the book. Another wee thistle there. Wee heart-shaped doily. And the middle of the next signature here. These are the line jotted pages again. And another wee bit of tartan here, sewn on. And my Scotland stamp, this time without the wee saltire. A wee bit of washi down the bottom there, and the page for the kit up the top. I think that's meant to be Bonnie Prince Charlie. At the beginning of the song in Outlander, it's the Sky Boat song. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that was born to be king, over the sea to sky. There you go, that's all you're getting. That's probably all you want, to be fair. There's my wee Bonnie Scotland again. Thistle and Scotland stamp. Another book page with some of the lace. Scotland. Another wee bit of ephemera. It's an old advert for the trains. Edinburgh, see Scotland by rail, because of course Edinburgh's got probably what's the most famous castle in Scotland, or one of the most famous, should I say, Edinburgh being our capital. Another tartan. That's the same tartan as I've used on the cover of the book. And another wee tuck spot here. We've got a wee kind of packet envelope I made. Another wee black card with thistles imprinted on it and some of the spraying. And this is especially for everybody that is in Junk Journal Junkies. This is the proverbial Chunky Monkey! Yay! He's going to be in all my journals from now on, by the way. I saw this wee stamp and I thought it's an answer to a maiden's prayer, a chunky monkey for including. So even if I don't make a chunky monkey, I will have a chunky monkey. There you go. I know I'm pathetic, aren't I? You would think I was about 5 the way I behave. Right, another wee tag. This is part of the paper for the book. Sewed on some of the tartan again, and I've covered it over with vellum that I embossed with a stamp, and embossed it in white, and it's got a nice wee purple ribbon at the top. It's a nice wee piece of ephemera. Oh, that's the centre of the last signature. Speaking of ephemera, it occurred to me, I don't know if you've ever seen Yul Brynner in The King and I, but did you know that he was big on junk journals at that time in his life? Because if you watch the film, quite often when he was having conversations with Deborah Kerr, who incidentally did come from Helensburgh in Scotland, he would finish his sentences with ephemera, ephemera, ephemera. Right, that was a wee joke. If you've seen the film, you'll know exactly what I'm getting at. Right, back to my book. And stop the pathetic humour, Moira. Here's a picture from Outlander. Real men wear kilts. Right, today. So there you go. Most times, the only time a man in Scotland will wear a kilt these days is at a wedding. Very rarely do they wear them for anything else. Weddings and graduations, that's it. And that's the end. Now I've included here at the end, it's a doily that I've made into an envelope. It's quite attractive, but it'd be nice for keeping a picture in if it's the journal's used for photographs. Right, so there you go, that is the book. It is earmarked, I believe, for a very nice lady that I know, Mrs. H, and I think hopefully when she sees it she'll be quite pleased with it. If she's not, it'll be for sale in my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop, incidentally, is Bygones Cards, but you need to put in, what is it, UK/shop/Bygones Cards when you put in your Etsy.com. Right, so there you go, that's my book. It's actually doesn't really require to be tied at this stage, but I will probably put some either seam binding round it, or I'll use some corresponding ribbon, or perhaps even sari silk to go with it. And that's it. So thanks very much for watching, guys. If there's anything you want to ask me, please leave comments, and I'm always happy to see what folk have got to say. Thanks very much for joining me anyway. Give me a wee like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks then, bye.